Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I thought it would be fun to redo my wedding makeup. Yes, I did do my own wedding makeup. I'm just kind of like a perfectionist when it comes to that. Not that I didn't trust anyone else to do a good job, it's just I kind of wanted it done a certain way and I knew that I could do it. So why not just do my own makeup and not have to spend money on someone else doing it. So I'm just gonna show you guys what I did for that. Made myself a coffee. I made it with the Starbucks light roast blend. It was like a flavored coffee I got from TJ Maxx. I think it's honey and vanilla something. So just to sweeten it a little more, I added a little honey and just some oat milk and made a latte. It's really good. Yesterday I put a little cinnamon and cardamom. How do you say that? Cardamom? Oh my word. Whatever that is, I put that in as well and it was very good. And I frothed some oat milk for a little cold foam on top and it was very good. Anyways, let's get started. So I believe I did use some kind of primer. This was almost 2 years ago, so let's see if I can actually remember. I don't think I have the exact primer I used, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use this one from Milani. Called the Bright Side Illuminating Primer with Vitamin C and Provitamin B5. I don't know, I've been liking it a lot for summer. It just kind of gives me a nice glow. So I'll just use that because I don't have the original primer that I used. I think it was some kind of like matte pore filling primer. So this is kind of the exact opposite, but we'll just do what we gotta do. So while we're on the subject of weddings, I thought I would also share a couple things I wish I would have changed or would have done differently or wouldn't have done at all. Honestly, I really liked my wedding. There wasn't a lot that I would change. It was in September. We would have gotten married sooner. That's a long story. We got engaged in March and then we were both going to be working at a summer camp that we met at. And so we planned our wedding for September for when that would all be done. But then it was right during COVID, so then summer camp didn't even happen. But we basically had everything already set for that date and it's the only day a photographer could do. So we just kept it on September 18th. Otherwise, we probably would have done it more in the summertime. It was a really pretty time. The trees were really pretty. Everything was still pretty green. It was still warm out. It was like pretty nerve-wracking because it was raining pretty much the week before. I'm glad it was nice weather for our wedding day. So the foundation I used was e.l.f. This is honestly one of my favorite foundations. The Flawless Satin Foundation. This one, as you can see, I got on clearance. It's a little darker than my actual skin tone, but we'll just see how it goes. For the sake of the video, I just wanted to use the same brand of foundation that I did on my wedding day. So besides moving the date up of our wedding, I wish I would have went dress shopping. I really loved my wedding dress. I wouldn't have changed my wedding dress at all. I think I just would have liked to go wedding dress shopping just to get that experience. But honestly, I'm not too hung up about it. I loved my wedding dress. I got it for a good price. I actually got it off of Etsy and I sent her my measurements and it still didn't fit me when I got it. Like, it fit me for the most part, but I needed it to be taken in the waist a little bit. So with alterations and everything, my dress was probably $600-700. So that is not bad at all and it was very pretty. I'll try to insert a picture of my dress and my makeup. I think I tried to find a picture of my makeup. Like, there are pictures of my faces but nothing like up close where you can really see how my makeup is done. But I'll try to find a decent one so you can get the general idea. My bridesmaids dresses were like a burnt orange color, kind of like a terracotta. Our colors were that burnt orange color, gold, navy blue. It was a very pretty fall color scheme. I wanted all the bridesmaids to have like different styled dresses in the same color. But at that time, there weren't like a ton of dresses in that color. So they just all ended up wearing the same style, which was fine. But ideally, I was wanting them to have different styles. All these things, like, I'm not upset about how my wedding was at all. These are just like very little nitpicky things that I'm saying I wish I could have changed about my wedding. I loved our photographer. He was probably my favorite thing that we did for our wedding. Because we got married at the camp that we worked at and Noah still works at, we either paid nothing or like a very little amount. Everything else was very cheap, so we decided to splurge on a photographer, and I'm very thankful we did, because the pictures you see is what you're gonna see for the rest of your life to remember your wedding, and you show people that, and I'm very happy that we spent the money on the photographer. Our DJ was somebody that has DJ'd in the past. He wasn't like a professional or anything. He did a great job. It's just we had a situation with the speakers. Okay, sorry to interrupt. I'm going in with my favorite concealer, the Fit Me concealer. This is what I used on my wedding day, going under the eyes, wherever I need lightening. Anyways, he did a great job. We had a speaker set up for the dancing portion, and then it ended up not working out. So then last minute, I think the day before, we're trying to find a speaker. So we got what we could. The music wasn't, it was kind of quiet. It was loud enough, but for dancing, you know, you want it a little bit louder. So that's something I wish we had kind of planned ahead of time, but it wasn't really our fault because we did kind of have a speaker, but then we needed a new one last minute. Our food was amazing. My sister-in-law and her husband made pulled pork tacos. They smoked the meat. It was very delicious. Because we were on a tight budget, we could only afford to get 1 tent, so I wish we could have gotten 2 tents for everybody to sit under. 1 tent was fine. It was a little squished. Ideally, I would have liked 2, but 1 was all we could afford. Our music was great. I had some people I know come and play. They played cello and violin and guitar and piano, and they were just so good. I wish I had a video of just them playing the music. I do have a wedding video, but it's all like there's a song put over it, so you can't hear the original audio. I don't know if anyone got a video of that. If they did, I would love to hear it again. They did such a good job. And that's something that I don't really hear. I mean, I heard the song that I walked down to, and part of my bridal party, I heard the song they walked down to. I just wish I could have heard them play longer because they did such a good job. Okay, now for my setting powder, I'm going in with the Airspun. I just put this mostly under my eyes, wherever I get kind of oily looking throughout the day. Oh, another thing I wish I would have done, I didn't really have a little bag to go with me with like makeup touch-ups or deodorant or anything. So that would have been nice to have. I mean, my bridesmaids had all the stuff and they could always just drive back to where we got ready to grab it. I honestly felt like I didn't have time to do touch-ups throughout the day. I was just so busy like talking with people, taking pictures, just enjoying the time. I honestly didn't think about it too much. I did not have a jacket or anything to wear. It got a little chilly later in the day. Our wedding was all outside, and we didn't really have a backup plan, so we were just praying the weather was good, and it was, thankfully. I just wish I would have brought a jacket. I wore Noah's jacket, which was fine, and a friend borrowed me hers. So when I got my dress altered, it originally didn't have anything to pin up the bustle, is that what it's called? The train. I had nothing to bustle it up to whatever. I just go back in with my beauty blender to kind of melt in the powder then. So when I got my dress altered, she put one in for me. She gave me all these options that I could do. So it's not her fault at all. I just chose one that I wish I would have not chosen. I chose the one where you basically pinned your dress under like this, so I had like a little poof and then my dress went out, which was fine. I didn't end up pinning it till like way at the end of the day because we had so many pictures we wanted to take with my train. I wish I would have done the one where you just like pick it up and pin it, so it just kind of looked like the dress was just all one and not like a little poof, but whatever. Little things, like I said, that I'm not hung up about. It's just, it is what it is. Going in with butter bronzer for contouring and just bronzing up. I also wish I had 2 songs I was picking out for the father-daughter dance. I picked one, but I wish I would have went with the other one. Apparently, my sister danced to this song with my dad at her wedding, but I don't remember that. I was just a flower girl. She didn't care. It didn't really matter. But I do feel like the other song related to me and my dad more, and I just wish I would have went with the other song, but I felt like the song that I picked was more of a slow dance song. I wish I would have went with the other one. The song I went with for me and my dad was I Loved Her First. Some country, I'm so bad with artists and who sang what. But the song I wish I went with was You're Gonna Miss This. Because I feel like just leading up to my wedding day, my dad kept saying those words, and it just, that song came up so many times leading up to my wedding. I wish I would have picked it, but I didn't. That's okay. No one's gonna remember except for me, probably. That's pretty much everything I wish I would have changed. Honestly, I don't wish I would change anything. I honestly don't really care. It was a beautiful day. It was perfect. It was the best day of my life. So those are just very nitpicky things. Things that don't necessarily matter in the long run. We're married, we're happy, we're in love. Can't believe that was almost 2 years ago. It's just crazy to me. My flowers, I really did love my flowers. The only thing was they looked a little wilty on the day of, which is totally fine. We ordered fresh flowers and made our own bouquets, which I loved doing that with my bridesmaids. It was just really fun. It was a good time. And we each kind of got to make our bouquet how we wanted it, got to pick out the flowers that we wanted in it. So that was really fun. I'm glad we did that together. Okay, I don't think I used any blush on my wedding day. My cheeks honestly get pretty red when I get hot or like nervous or something. So, and I don't think I really liked blush at the time. So we'll just skip that step, I guess. Now on to my eyeshadow. I think I used 2 different palettes. So they're both from ColourPop. This one, let's see, I used this light shade just to go over my eyelid as a base. So we're gonna do that on this fluffy e.l.f. brush. But all that to say, my wedding was everything I ever dreamed it would be and more. It was perfect. I'm not hung up over all those little things. It was a good day. I wish I would have just taken, I tried my best just to take in the time and enjoy the day, and I did, but it just goes by so fast. I remember thinking on the day of my wedding, I just want to take it all in, because before you know it, we're going to be married like a year, and a year from now I'm going to be thinking, wow, that's crazy that was a year ago, and now it's almost 2 years. September will be 2 years for us. Okay, and then for my crease color, I went in, this is the Going Coconuts palette from ColourPop. Another one of my favorites. This just got a lot of cool shades in it. Cool toned shades. Which one did I use? I believe I went in with this one for my crease, Culotta. So it was either that one or Lovely Bunch. They're pretty similar. This one's just a little warmer and that one's a little cooler, so I think I went with this one. So we're just gonna go with this one. I just ran this through my crease. I did do a couple trial runs for my makeup before the wedding day to see what I liked. I just wanted a natural, pretty eyeshadow. I did try another one that was a little darker, but it wasn't me. It was more of like a smoky look, and I don't wear that on a daily basis. I honestly never did a smoky look that often, if ever. So I just wanted to just kind of enhance what I normally do, make it look a little prettier, a little more effort. I actually did my mom's hair. I did my mom's hair on my wedding day, and I might have done my sister's as well. I don't remember. I know it's crazy, like what the bride doing someone else's hair on her wedding day. But my mom is the same as me. She's kind of picky on how her hair looks, and she knew I could do it the way she liked, so it was just a nice time. It was nice and slow in the morning, and I could just spend that time talking with her and doing her hair. So I really enjoyed that little time. And then my sisters came in and they prayed over me, and then we all started bawling. Thankfully, my makeup wasn't even on yet. Otherwise, I would have been ruined. Okay, and then for my outer corner, I did this more peachy one right there. So that's what I'm gonna go in with next. I did use fake eyelashes on my wedding day, but I do not have any right now, I don't think. So I'm just gonna do mascara today. But I did have fake eyelashes on my wedding day. I am like a very picky person when it comes to blending out my eyeshadow. I need it nice and blended. I hate lines. I hate little smudgy pieces. That's why I feel like I don't do eyeshadow on a daily basis, because I know it'll just take me too long. So if I have time or if it's a special event, I'll do a nice eyeshadow look, but normally I just throw some bronzer on and call it good. And then underneath the eye, I'm pretty sure I just did that same color I did on my outer corner. Just pop some under the eye. For my lid, I went back in with this guy. This palette. I really love this shimmery shade right there. I don't know what any of these are called, but I went in with that one. Just put it on my finger and put it on my lid. Maybe did I mix this one? I can't remember. This one's more of like a fine glitter, and then I might have mixed it with one that was a little more, not chunky, but just had a little more glitter to it. I think I just used this one. We're just gonna use this one today. I'm just going to take this brush in again just to blend it in with that outer corner shade. I think I went in with setting spray. I don't remember if this is the setting spray I used. If I didn't use this one, I went in with my Milani Mist and Set. Sorry, the dogs. If I didn't go in with this one, I went in with the Milani one. But I'm just going to go in with this one today. I don't remember which highlighter I used. It was either this e.l.f. one or my ColourPop one. I think I went in with this one. I like that one better now, so I'm just gonna go in with that one. Pretty similar, honestly. They're a nice, like, pearly pink color. This one just has a little more shine to it. So then I just went in, put my cheekbones. This is pretty much a face makeup is what I do any day. It's just the eye makeup is a little more dramatic than normal. Like I said, I wanted my face just to look fresh and normal and not like a bunch of makeup was just caked onto it. Sadly, I was breaking out a little bit on the day of my wedding. Nothing you can do about that. Just cover it up with some concealer the best you can. So that's what I did. Now I'm going in, put it along my nose, Cupid's bow, and then whatever is left on my brush, I just put a little on my chin, forehead, just for a little extra glow. And then I put this on my inner corners. Just a nice little pop color, brightens up your eyes a little bit. I'm just gonna take a little bit more under my brow bone, under my brow, I don't know. Okay, I just curled my lashes and now I'm gonna go in with the Rocket Volume Mascara. This is what I did use on my wedding day, but I also had fake lashes, like I said, but I'm just gonna go in with mascara today. All right. This is the finished look. This is how I did my makeup for my wedding. I'm just not wearing the fake lashes, but I did pile on the mascara to make my lashes look a little extra. I don't think I did anything to my brows on my wedding day, but just kind of brushed through them with my brow gel today. I hope you guys like this. Let me give you a little closer look. I love this look so much. I still do it every once in a while for nicer events or if we have something fancy to go to. Even Noah can tell when I do it. I said once, I did my wedding makeup today and he's like, I thought it looked familiar. So even he likes this look. I just think it still looks natural, still looks like me, but just enhances my features a little better, and it just, I love it. I love it so much. I would do it over again. I would do my makeup the same as I did on my wedding day. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really loved making this video. I love talking wedding stuff and planning and decorating and all that kind of thing. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope I will see you in my next video. Bye!